Welcome back to All In Autumn Win. I am Brian, and today I would like to talk about the Raiders 2026 schedule because I just received my season tickets. I'm going to do a little unboxing. Box is a little crunched here. I'm worried about that. I hope it's okay. Most of this video, though, I'm going to talk about the Raiders schedule, tell you where I'm optimistic, tell you where I'm worried, and really I want to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly. At the end of the video, I'm going to go through predictions for the season and tell you what I think our final record will be at the end of this campaign. Please like and subscribe. Let's get to it.
Yeah, this all in, autumn win. The Raider Nation's what we represent. It's a commitment to excellence. And even if we don't get the W this week, still I document it all, cause I love to do my thing. Bass bumping through the street with a silver and black vibe. We pre-game, tailgate, and bang this at halftime. All in, autumn win. We gotta win. Yeah, this all in, autumn win. We gotta win.
Season ticket member, presented by Capital One Bank. Here's the reveal. Bum, bum, ba, dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Okay, here we go. We are opening the case.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
We've got 2026 season, Kirko Chains, Max Crosby, Genty, Brock Bowers, and Fernando Mendoza. That is crazy that they have two quarterbacks on their marketing. It is a poker set. We've got chips, black and white, with the Raider logo on each one. Look at that. These are the same, I think, so these are a little different. These are silver and black, white and black, black and white. We've got the dice. I'm gonna get a one-roll Yahtzee here. Yahtzee! Yeah! Okay, it comes with two deck of cards. One white, one black. Look at that, do I even open these? I don't know. I don't know if I wanna open them. Dealer button, the big blind button, the small blind button. There we go. And last but not least, the actual tickets. 2026 season. It's got the hey, don't look at my account number. It's got the schedule on the back. Look at this. We've got the preseason games. And there's Marcus Allen, Davis, Hubbard. Oh, they're going old school with these. Wow. Van Egan, yes. Dixon, oh my gosh. Smith. I think the Raiders are pretty good about not repeating. They've done players quite a few times. McCown, they're doing some pulls here. Here's Bo Jackson. Oh, I get it. They're doing running backs. Sorry guys, took me a second. I'm filming though, give me a break. Okay, and most importantly, here are the home, the home playoff game tickets. I cannot wait to one day use these. AFC Championship game, what do you think guys? We're using this one? That's it for the unboxing video. Now let's get into the details of the 2026 Las Vegas Raiders schedule. All right, guys, I know the order is the good, the bad, the ugly, but I'm going to start with the bad. Now, this first observation is not too bad, but I just want to mention of all the stadiums in the league, the furthest distance from Las Vegas is Gillette Stadium. And for the second season in a row, we will be playing the Patriots on the road. I know they're the defending AFC champs, but don't forget, last season, Geno Smith led the Raiders to a victory in Gillette Stadium in Week 1, 20-13 against the Patriots.
Yeah! Touchdown! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Tucker, baby!
Can they do it again? The second observation about the schedule is that for the first time in 6 years, the Raiders will end the season on the road. And to make it worse, we're going to be playing in Kansas City, who is a very tough team. And Kansas City in January is extremely cold. Furthermore, it's the back end of a back-to-back road game set. We play Arizona the week before that in week 17. We play week 18 in Kansas City. The only upside to this is that it's possible that the Kansas City Chiefs are already locked in or clinched a particular seed, and maybe they sit their starters like they did when we played them in week 18 last year. Maybe that gives us a better shot. I don't know. It only really matters if we're still in the hunt though, right? Speaking of back-to-back road games, the Raiders have 4 sets of back-to-back road games this year. That's a lot. Weeks 2 and 3, they have the LA Chargers and New Orleans. Weeks 8 and 9, it's the New York Jets and San Francisco. Weeks 11 and 12, it's Denver, then Cleveland. And as I mentioned, weeks 17 and 18 is Arizona and Kansas City. Considering the Raiders have 9 road games, the fact that 8 of those are part of a back-to-back, that's pretty bad. And finally, in the bad category, thanks to our 3-win season in 2025, the NFL has rewarded us with exactly 0 primetime games and 0 international games. For the fans especially, this stinks. And I'm sure it stinks for the players too. I'm sure that players love to be in the spotlight, get that national stage, perform well. Not this year, Raiders. Sorry, maybe next year. Maybe late in the season, if we're in the hunt, we might get flexed to a Sunday night game. Bruh. But I gotta tell you, there's a silver lining. The fact that we don't have any primetime games or international games is also my number 1 on the good list. Although I would love to see Raider primetime games, all of us would. It's not happening this year, but you know what? It's okay, and I'll tell you why. Since we don't have any international games, the travel obviously is less. But more importantly, we're not going to have any short weeks. We will get a well-rested, mentally prepared team every single week. As an underdog in most of our games, having this consistent schedule is going to give us the best chance of pulling off an upset.
You serious?
And for that reason, I love that we have no primetime or international games. The absolute best observation of the 2026 schedule is that the Raiders only have 3 Eastern time zone games. Okay, here's a little breakdown on the number of games within each time zone. Pacific time, there are 10 games being played in Pacific time. 8 of those are the home games at Allegiant Stadium, and then there's San Francisco and LA. Next, we have the Mountain time zone. There are 2 games played in this time zone, Denver and Arizona. Arizona's weird because they never change their clock, so half of the year they're on and half of the year they're off with California where I'm based, so it always gets a little funky, but when we play Arizona in January, they're going to be on Mountain Time. In Central Time, we have 2 games, one in New Orleans, one in Kansas City. We already know New Orleans will be the Sunday late game, so even though it's Central, it's another late game. It's going to be the same time as if a game was at Allegiant, at least for the bodies of the Raider players. However, we do not know when the Kansas City game will start because it's week 18 and it's to be determined. I will say it's very likely that would be in the Sunday late games because they probably are going to have us play at the same time as the Chargers-Broncos game, which is being played in Denver. So I think that would be a late game, and I think we would also therefore be a late game as well. And lastly, the 3 Eastern time games, week 5 against the Patriots, week 8 against the Jets, and week 12 against the Browns. In summary, I mean, that's potentially 14 games right there that are all part of the Sunday late games. You know, for those of you in Pacific, that's the 1 o'clock games. 14 of our games will be at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Maybe 13, but likely 14. 3 of them will be at 10 a.m. It doesn't get better than that. I don't think we'll have a better schedule in terms of that, you know, East Coast issue for West Coast teams coming out. I don't think we'll ever have that again. Another highlight of the 2026 schedule is that for the first time since 2021, The Raiders will have a home opener in week 1, the first game of the season at home at Allegiant Stadium. You might remember the last time we had a game at home, Allegiant Stadium, because it was 2021. It was the first game that fans were allowed inside of Allegiant Stadium. Of course, 2020 was COVID. We all know that. But in 2021, we started the season in Allegiant. We played Baltimore, and Derek Carr led us to an overtime victory against Lamar Jackson. I've already mentioned the back-to-back road games that we have this season, but what about the back-to-back home games? Well, let's run it back. So there's actually only 2 sets of back-to-back home games. We have 4 sets of back-to-back road games, so that's unfortunate. But the first is week 6 and 7 against the Bills and the Rams. I mean, these 2 teams are tough. This is a potential Super Bowl matchup right here, and we're going against them back-to-back. At least it's at home in Allegiant Stadium. That might help a little bit, but those will be very difficult to secure wins. But the second back-to-back is actually not a back-to-back at all. It's 3 home games in a row. Amazingly, this set of 3 games at Allegiant comes directly after the Week 13 bye. We'll play the Chargers, Broncos, then Titans in weeks 14, 15, and 16. I mean, that's a substantial homestand in the NFL. And if we're playing well enough to still be in the hunt by week 13, our bye week, this is a moment here where we could shock the league and make a move. I mean, if we have any chance at all whatsoever, you got a bye week followed by 3 home games. Awesome. Now, ESPN and Fox Sports have us ranked at the 7th most difficult schedule. That's purely based on win percentage of opponents last season. There are a couple of other sites out there like Sharp, Football Analysis, and Sports Illustrated who seem to use a different model for determining the strength of schedule because they have us at 19 and 20 respectively. If you average those 4 out, that puts us at 13. 13 doesn't sound so bad, middle of the pack. But if you're purely looking at win percentage of teams last year, we're 7th most difficult schedule. That just doesn't sound good, and that's why everyone's freaking out. But you know what? We shouldn't freak out because we don't even know what team we have yet. We have all new players. We have all new coaching staff. Give it some time. Let's see how this plays out. But we have some really strong opponents. 9 of the Raiders' 17 games are against 2025 playoff teams. Broncos, Chargers, Bills, Rams, Patriots, Niners, and of course the Super Bowl 60 champion Seattle Seahawks. And by the way, this list excludes the Chiefs, who really are a playoff caliber team. So I'm going to say that we have about 10 playoff teams that we're going against. Okay, we have reviewed the good, the bad, the ugly. Now let's get into predictions for the 2026 season. Instead of going game by game and marking a W or an L, I'm going to do it a little differently. What I want to do is I want to divide the schedule into thirds. In division, we have 6 in-division games. Outside of the division, non-playoff teams. Outside of the division, playoff teams. Here we go. In-division teams. Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, we've got 6 games, 1 home, 1 away. Last season, we went 1-5. Not very good. And the one game that we won was Week 18 against the Chiefs, who didn't start anybody. So we could have been 0-6 very easily. Daniel Carlson hit a 60-yard field goal to win that game. I was very happy about that. But this season, I feel it's going to be a little different. I think we're going to be a little stronger. Do I think we're going to win all 6 of those division games? No, I do not. Do I think we'll win 4 of them? No. I think that we're going to win 2. That's 1 more than last year, but still a pretty bad record in a division, but it's a really strong division. So in division, I'm going with 2 and 4. Outside the division, non-playoff games. The Raiders have 11 games that are outside of the division, and 6 of those are against teams who did not make the playoffs in 2025. Dolphins, Saints, Jets, Browns, Titans, and Cardinals. The Raiders must win 4 of these 6 games to prove that they are different, to prove that they're headed in the right direction, and to prove that they're not the bottom of the barrel again in 2026. So if they win 4 of these games, that'll be 4-2 for these out of division non-playoff teams, bringing the total on the season to 6-6. That's 500. Outside division playoff teams. Now this is where it gets tricky. We have 5 of these games. Patriots, Bills, Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks. We face both teams that appeared in the Super Bowl. And the other 3 teams are no slouches. They're all very, very strong teams. So can we get a win? Maybe. Can we get 2? I'm hopeful, but it's going to be really tough to win 2 out of 5. I just think that there are a couple of games. Maybe it's the Patriots. We went to Foxborough last year and won. Maybe we can do it again this year.
Repeat after me. Boston. 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 We're not going to lose this game. Get out there and kick their ass.
The 49ers, they're strong, but I worry about the injuries. By the time we play them, if they don't have any players left, who knows what will happen. Of course, that will also be the first time the Raiders return to the Bay since they moved to Vegas. I just think that's a monumental game, and the Raider fans in attendance, it's going to be so hyped, and I would love to see the Raiders eke out a victory in Santa Clara. Miraculously, if we somehow get 2 out of those 5 games, that would bring our season total up from 6-6 to 8-9. 8-9, coming off a 3-win season, is not that bad. That would show a tremendous amount of progress, and it would really set us up for that 2027 season. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, but also subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it very much. I focus a lot on Raider content, but really NFL in general. I'm going to have a lot of videos coming out throughout the season that are not necessarily Raiders. I'm doing 2 new formats. One is a stadium guide. Having been to every stadium multiple times, I want to share with you a lot of details on travel, public transportation, hotels, location, things like that. So I'll be releasing 1 video per stadium. So that's 30 videos in total. The other format I'm going to do are some long form podcast style videos. Although I'm not going to be in a studio, I'm going to be on location every time in person with the guests, and it's going to be a lot of Raiders personalities, former players, current players, but eventually I'd like to spread out and meet with people from other organizations as well. So stay tuned. We got a lot going on this season. We got a lot of games. We got the stadium guides. We got the interviews coming. All in Autumn Win 2026.
It is all in Autumn Win. The Raider Nation's what we represent. It's a commitment to excellence. And even if we don't get the W this week, still I document it all, cause I love to do my thing. Bass bumping through the street with a silver and black vibe. We pre-game, tailgate, and bang this at halftime. All in Autumn Win. We gotta win. Yeah, this all in Autumn Win. We gotta win.
All in, Autumn Win. I like that, my guy right there. Raiders!